Plus brand pages yet? No, not at all. Do you want to know about them? Show of hands. Do we think?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Twitter, Google Plus. Okay, so I manage the brand page for Live, and we grow almost 10 to 12,000 followers plus ones over like every night. So I have found, I was very down on Google Plus, but I found that it's a very important network to use, and unfortunately, it doesn't. Some people are allowed to plug it into their Hootsuite. I can't plug it into mine. I don't know why. But it doesn't really work when you schedule stuff, so you really have to focus on doing that in real time, which I don't like as much, because I do like to schedule stuff. But Google Plus does very well when you put, we put like YouTube exclusives, so web exclusive video that you wouldn't be able to see on air. We'll take little clips of web clips and put them like 15, 20 seconds. What else do we put on YouTube? We put also different photos, because the way that it automatically makes photos look like they're in a line with like white bars. It's very pretty. It has a very pretty user interface, and the commentary on there is much better than Facebook. I think that for us, I don't know if every brand is going to see that, but for us, the level of comments, the level of, I hate to say level of intelligence, but that's the only way that I can think of. They're not as nasty. On Facebook, our people are very mean. They're very aggressive, very, they're not nice people. So when we want to pull comments, we'll pull them from Google+. We also use GetBlue, which is a social television app, which I'm happy to talk to anybody else about afterwards, but I don't think that you guys really need to use that. GetBlue.
Spelled the normal way?
Yep, Get, G-E-T-G-L-U-E. GetBlue. Yeah. It's a Foursquare for television. And then with Google Plus, you can create different circles. So as a brand, you can create valued users, you can create reporters, you can create local politicians, you could create celebrities, frequent guests, whatever.
What does that mean? You can create
circles. Okay, so the circles in Google Plus, they're literally, they look like circles, and they have a little circle, and then you can put people in them. So you take the profiles that are like listed on the side, and you drag them into a circle, and it could say, like, when you're sharing something, you could decide to just share it with viewers. Instead of sharing it as a public post, you could just share it with viewers in New York, or you could just share it with readers in Seattle, whatever you wanted. You could, if you want to separate it like that, you could. And the other good thing about that is, if you, as a personal user, want your professional contacts to see what you're sharing, you can just share it with your professional circle instead of sharing with everybody.
What mindset do you have when it comes to organizing your circles?
For a brand, that's like a kind of a group conversation. You have to decide how you want to break up your viewership or your readership. Personally, I set up, I think they have some ones in there that are like pre-made, but I have work, like SPJ, groups that I'm associated with. So I try to separate it by the same way that I separate contacts that I would email, so like references, and people don't have to see that they're in your circles. Google Plus is very good for privacy, so if you don't want me to know that you put me in your like people that I want to talk to circle, you can hide that. You can also hide the circles, so people can look at your profile and see that you have different circles, or they don't have to see that either. And then you, as a user, can follow brands, and that automatically goes into your following circle. So you wouldn't really, I guess a journalist could potentially share with a brand, but I don't know if you would want to do that. But you could just share with that following circle.
And not to get off topic too much, but with all these different networks, you have the option of getting notified by email when things happen. Well, what's your philosophy, or what's your, in order to stay organized?
I get pop-ups on my phone. But if you don't have a smartphone, or you don't want your phone, I decide. So, like on Facebook, the only notifications I get are when people post a photo of me or when they tag me in a post. So if somebody mentions you in a status update, I want to know about it. I don't know what they're saying. Or if they put a photo of you up, you want to know. if you don't want to approve it, or you want to pull it down, or you want to call them and say, don't put that up, you can do that. Google Plus, it comes right to, when you look at your Gmail page, it says like plus your name, and then has all the other Gmail on that black bar. It also comes up in the notification, so there's, it'll say like 5, and then that's how I look at it. But I don't let them email me anything, because I feel like I'm going into my Gmail to read my Gmail,
Right.
and then the notifications are there. So if it's redundant, use
Yeah, to help eliminate clutter.
Right, exactly. Twitter, I don't get any emails at all, like from them at all, because I use the Twitter app on my iPhone, and it tells me when somebody retweets, tells me when somebody follows me, and if you use the new Twitter, which everybody should have the new Twitter at this point, the connect button on the top says who's following you, who retweeted your tweets, you know, who commented on something, who saved, who's favorited one of your tweets, so that it's there. They kind of built it into that connect newsfeed for you. So whatever network, like YouTube will send you a digest of all the people you follow. Sometimes I get it, but you can choose the frequency. That kind of stuff I do once a week, so that I don't have to take the time to go through it every single day. You can also set up filters in your Gmail to send those particular notification emails into a separate folder. Like I have a Read Later folder, and on Social Saturday, I go and I read my Read Laters. So,